Hello everybody, Dokkan here, welcome to another Dokkan battle video. So we are going through the motions of all the content that dropped as of recently, and we're going to be tackling the Super ECAs and seeing how they perform. So we're going to take on the bad boy himself from the second year anniversary, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Of course, been hearing some mixed things here on social media here and there saying that the unit is good, the unit is bad, everything like that. We'll be able to put them to the test here and see how it goes. So, as per usual, when it comes down to Super ECAs, we are only getting buffed on our passive. So, let's see how well our boy here is going to work here. So, we're getting 2 key, 200% attack and defense. We're getting that 70% chance to crit. Of course, it does more damage. We'll see how much damage it's able to provide here, but I'm not considering this to be like a good look. But, you know, it's a mix and balance here. The game is trying to help you out in terms of dealing more damage to the enemy, which consistently enough, we've been getting a lot of enemies that are very beefy, very tanky, and we do need that. So, first superclass ally attacking the same turn, we're getting 100% attack and defense, and we're getting 10% damage reduction. That's very little. When there is an extreme class enemy or when there is another GT Heroes category ally attacking the same turn, we're getting all allies support there, attack plus 40%, and we're tossing the additional super attack. Then when attacking with 12 or more key, we're getting attack plus 150%. When receiving an attack as the first or second attacker in the turn, we're getting defense plus 200%, which most likely he will be placed at, because I'm not seeing a lot of good defenses in here. But again, we haven't tested it out yet. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're here to do, right? Then we're receiving a super attack. We're getting defense plus 100% temporarily, and then we're also getting a 50% chance of nullifying it and countering it with tremendous power. So, this is how I have him here. Of course, these are not... Actually, yeah, they are. These are his exclusive equips. Him getting a 50% chance to crit, I might change a little bit of his hidden potential system, because this is a lot. This is a lot of crit, and especially since he does have that 50% chance to do that. So I might change his build. We'll see how he looks here, because it'll take time just to change his hidden potential build to something appropriate, and I'll do that later on. We'll see how he performs with these equips, and see how the boy looks. So actually, he did get some new ones, because we did get a new, like, refreshed equips for the 10th year anniversary, like, anniversary battle. So give me 1 second, I might change his build. Well, I did make the change. I did remember that he had the 10th anniversary battle special equips, and I did make some changes onto his hidden potential. So we're now looking at 15 dodges here, even though this is with the level 5 hidden potential crit that every STR character gets, and the level 6 equipment here that we have. We already have 11 crit. That's crazy, just from that alone. So let's hop in here and see how we do with the boy here. What's his on slot? The next slot there. His best linking partner is the GT Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So I don't have intros on these other characters, just to make sure that we do this more seamlessly, because it's been a long stream already. So maybe floating him. I'm gonna float him off, so that way we get him paired up with the Super ECA. So let's see. Of course, with again, Super ECAs don't change anything else. So let's see his OG, right? His OG super attack effect. Actually, I do have 2 windows popped, so gonna make sure that I have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta once his showcase comes in. But his normal super attack, of course, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy, greatly lowering defense, and of course he does raise his defense by 30% for 6 turns. So he's looking pretty good in terms of that. Gogeta. What a beast. I didn't even see it. He was just absolutely annihilating everybody. Alright, so this is a pretty good turn here. We're gonna have some pretty nice links active here. We got everything active except for prepared for battle. And we are going to get some support here from Pan. Now, it could be... Let me see. How many links do we get? Okay, we get everything without Pan being the linking partner. So 669k defense already. Pretty good stuff. I'm going to put him on slot 1. Let's see how we roll. As the first attacker in the turn, of course, this character is able to get some extra defenses if he does receive a hit. So I think we're going to be looking fine, especially with that extra support that we have in the back pocket from Pan. So let's see what we got here. We get a super attack, the better, right? 38 million. Okay. That's some very good damage there. 40 million here. Again, we're 50% raising attack here, so pretty good stuff. Okay, bye, Kale. Oh, she was one away, bro. Pan. Why did I say Pan? It's clearly Super Saiyan 4 Goku. He didn't finish well. 50 million. Jesus. Okay. Yeah. This. Of course, the team can be pretty crazy. And now with that, now that we have the like extra proper setups here, like extra characters that we can use with these ECAs, just phenomenal all around. All around phenomenal. Otherwise, it will be a Dokkan World video. Does he do that? Does he leave animations on? Well, I did leave some animations on for some other units. Maybe I'll turn animations on for like active skills and stuff like that. But let's see if we can be able to get this. It's pretty rare. Well, we have a high chance of nullifying a super attack and countering it with tremendous power. Of course, it's a 50% chance. Let me see. Which it did went up after getting his super ECA. So prior to his super ECA, it did leave. It was only 30%. So now we have it as 50% chance to do the nullification there. So whenever we see that we're gonna get hit with a super attack, which would be most convenient to link him up with somebody who does have a scouter, which of course they're in this rotation right now. Would be pretty good to see, but kind of unfortunate that we don't have that luxury. Maybe on the next turn. Maybe I'll put him on slot 1, because in terms of defense, I'm seeing things how it goes. You know, of course, when receiving a super attack, this does mean that if the unit is targeted with a super, you're going to get that extra defense temporarily. It doesn't mean that, oh, you need to get hit in order for you to get the super attack. Immediately as the super attack is incoming, you're going to see the defense buff there. So we could get that. We could get the nullification. But I don't know how sure we are to rely on him defensively in terms of tanking a super attack on slot 1. We will have to see. If we do finish off Kefla here, that will be great. Because that way we can be able to fight a type advantage Deuter, but of course we didn't. Kefla with like a sliver of HP. Crazy, crazy. I mean, we can get the Super Saiyan 4 Goku finishing blow, right? Okay, man. I mean, that's pretty good. 1 million? Do keep in mind, that's a defense raise by 30% for 6 turns. So the more times he super attacks, we could see some higher defensive stats there. Not bad by Goku here. So we'll keep these guys together. Of course, they link pretty well with one another. The only thing missing is shocking speed, but that's fine. Yeah, like 1 million defense. Yeah. We're looking pretty good defensively. Oh yeah, we do have shocking speed with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So we get all of our links active there. But of course, I'm not going to keep them together, so that way we rock this rotation here. So chat, the Super ECA or how to beat the Super ECA for Omega should be up right now. If you can, go ahead and give it a look, if possible. Support the channel, support your boy. I mean, so far, right now, we're looking pretty good with the Super ECA for Super Saiyan 4. Goku here. So, not too shabby there. Don't know. This is not a Ki Blast Super. And of course, we are locked. So, we do have to be careful because I know that the final stage of this fight, he's not gonna let us dodge, so pretty much cooked if we have units that do need to dodge that are fighting that, come across against that Jiren. But you know, it is what it is. Hey, there we go. See, that's all you need to do, Pan. You gotta dodge. Now if we're going to super attack with Pan here, we're gonna get that extra attack support, and we're gonna look at Super Saiyan 4 Goku, how he looks and things like that. The only thing that can ruin things is the lock. Like Jiren can lock Super Saiyan 4, the AGL Goku on slot 1, and we could be in big trouble. I don't think we're gonna finish off the fight here, but it could be. No, we're not. He has too much HP, so. Let's go. Let's see what our boy is capable of doing here on the next turn. We're gonna get some buffs from Pan here. If we do get an additional super attack, that would be great. Pan, come on, you got this. Okay. I was gonna say you can do it. She doesn't have any built-in additional, so that could be a problem. But all right, this is good. We're gonna try to play for the counter here. Do I do the Great Ape? Actually, that could be pretty good if we do that. Let me pause here. Let's do the Great Ape, and that way we can not only get some extra damage reduction support, but we can play around with our rotations here. All right, so we're here. I just remembered. We did block the super attack with the Great Ape, so we might not see any super attacks incoming. silly goober me, right? Am I right? Yeah. At least we're getting the support from Pan. That's some good defenses there. Okay. Double-digit tanking. Not bad. And 37 million here. Okay. That looks pretty good. Getting some defenses raised right here with that super attack as well. That's not bad by this Goku. Of course, we had those instances when I keep forgetting the Great Ape does take away the super attack and the actions that the unit is doing. So we're not able to see that. Maybe next turn. Let's bank on next turn. We're gonna finish on Jiren. I don't know, maybe this turn or the next one. And then on the next appearance for that Super ECA Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we can be able to see some good stuff. I mean, I'm looking at him and he's not bad at all. This is one of the toughest stages that we have at the moment, and not looking too shabby, right? Let's do this right here. Finish him off. So that way we jump into the next rotation here. Now we can dodge, but I am intrigued on seeing a super attack coming in from the Jiren here, and seeing if we can be able to like get the nullification here. Again, he has a 50% chance to do it, and it doesn't have to be like a count or like a Ki Blast or any of that particularity, right? We just need to see if we can get lucky. So we didn't get lucky. All right, do we survive? Do we die? I'm pretty sure we die. Let's see. Double digits, you say? I didn't even. Man, I fumbled. I didn't check his defense. That's not bad. Again, he is getting that extra defenses from being hit with a super attack. 37 damage. this is a hard-hitting boss. We have some tight disadvantage here. That's not bad by Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Tanking Jiren to Super? We don't have any items active either. So now I'm afraid of Pan, because Pan has some good damage reduction, but their defenses are not that great. Okay, these units are shutting my mouth today. These units are shutting me up, and in a good way, because that is pretty effective. All right, let's see if we can survive until the next turn, and we can get to see another turn from Super Saiyan 4 Goku here. I'm very impressed. We don't have any items active. All of it is just the power of, like, you know, getting some pretty high defenses. The support on the turn, because Pan was providing 60% attack and defense there. And then of course we are getting that extra attack support for the next turn, because it's a 2-turn support here for Pan. So not bad at all. I'm very impressed by this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This is why I know that a lot of people were like, oh no dude, don't jump into conclusions, just make sure to wait for the units' release and see how we go, right? I understand, and that's why I will possibly like put these disclaimers every single time we're doing like assumptions on those videos. But yeah, like, well, let's make sure, of course, to not jump into conclusions when it comes to like judging these units. That's why I keep mentioning, let's see them in game first, in order for us to like collectively state how these units look, how these units are, things like that. So, but I mean, so far I'm very impressed with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan 4 Goku Super ECA. Very, very good stuff there. So we'll get this next turn, of course. I think we're gonna wrap up on the next turn, right? We should be able to. Depending on where the lock lands as well, that could also be a problem. Let me see. Oh, I forgot that. Never mind. He doesn't lock here. So we're getting Super on slot 3. Do I risk it for the biscuit? Let's do it. Let me let's see if we don't finish him off and we can get the counter here. I don't know. This is a pretty strong turn here. So 1.2 million defense. Do keep in mind that this guy is also providing support. First and foremost on Super. We're getting that extra attack and defensive support for 2 turns. And then of course on his passive as well, we're also getting that extra damage reduction support. We're getting extra defenses. We're getting some good stuff. So, oh, we got the Dokkan attack. Let me not trigger the points here. So I don't want to do as much damage as possible, so that way we can look good, right? All right, don't finish him off. Don't do it. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna finish him off. He has a lot of HP. Okay, again, we got that extra support there, pretty good. Let's see how our boy looks here. I want to see the counter. I want to see the notification. Please let it land, please. 38 million. Okay, and we're getting that extra super attack. 40 million here. And we always get the hidden potential system additional, but it's a normal. All right, let's see. Please counter it. Please counter it. Yeah, let's go. We're getting the counter here, baby. Yeah, take that, buddy. Also, yeah, sir. I'm afraid I have a bad news. Yeah, bye Jiren. Have a good rest in the afterlife, buddy. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Yeah, he looks very good. I was actually very impressed by him because, of course, the Jiren, the AGO Jiren, doesn't hit as hard as the Int one. So the Int one doing that super attack, and well, we didn't actually get super by the Int one. So the AGO one does a crit on his super, and this Super Saiyan 4 Goku tanking it for double digits is ridiculous. That was pretty nuts. I will say I'm very impressed by that. He is pretty good, man. Apart from him also providing support, it's a very good damage dealer. You guys saw that after like we got hit with the super attack and everything like that. You might see, I think we did see the defense increase temporarily. Again, that does happen as soon as we get hit with the super attack. Not as the attack connecting, but as soon as the super attack comes in, we're getting that defense temporarily right there. So pretty good stuff there. And of course we did have him on slot 1 and slot 2 several times, so his defense went up, and because of his attack stat, or like his attack effect, raising defense by 30% for 6 turns, that also makes him like really good defensively. He has some really good options there. So I mean, the GT Heroes team, you can see that now we're getting into the needy and greedy of things, and it's getting some pretty good options there. So I do like it. I like what I'm seeing here. So I'm impressed. I mean, him double digit tanking that super from Jiren. Let me see the real quick. Let me check the attack stats for that AGO Jiren's super. That's a pretty hefty super attack that he was able to hit for double digits. That's at it's a little bit lower. So it's at 2.2 million super, but he does raise his attack by 80%, and it's a crit every single time he gets supered. So that was double digits on that. I will say that was pretty good from Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Very good stuff. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the Super ECA for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Very good stuff. I will check, of course, how our boy Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's Super ECA operates, because I know that most of his things listed on his details and everything like that were kind of mistranslated. But I've been seeing a couple of horror stories. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of the Super ECA for Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Check the links down below, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.